God damn it, let me get this out of here. Hi, my name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and normally I'm sitting very restricted on a chair, confined to like this little space and just talking to you like this and watching very hard and concentrated into the camera. But not today. I feel like I want some space to move around and swing my wings. Today we're going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. And I hear you say, huh? And I hear you say, why? I'll tell you why. Because I had the 4G version of this phone last year. If you want to see my video about that phone, you can watch it up here. It was a horrid experience. I even went as far as calling it the faulty edition. Today we're going to talk about this one, the 5G version. That one with the Snapdragon 865 chipset inside of it. Bueno, particuloso. Now I want to make a redemption for the name of the S20 FE. So, if you were or are the unlucky owner of the 4G version, the LTE one, then watch this review. One of the three major problems that was with the 4G version was that it overheated, and I tell you, it overheated a lot, even during setup. You watch my unboxing going on somewhere over the voice I'm speaking right now, and so you can see it's a pretty nifty device, and I actually love the box, I love the packaging. Yeah, I love all that comes with it. You can tell all the modern phones nowadays should look up to this device for the pure amount of accessories that you get with it in the box. This phone did not get warm at all during setup. Bravo! So now we're on loop 14 of the 3D Mark stress test. Let's just have a quick grab and feel how warm it has become to the touch. I can still easily hold my hands even around the camera area, which is always the part where it gets the most hot. It has been an absolute pleasure to use this device, not overheating at all. I also have this kind of cover that's actually kind of almost the same as the phone itself. It's got a little more grip to the touch than this one. But I just think this phone, the 6.4 inch screen, I just think it's a delightful size. It comes in between like the small S10e I actually use nowadays, and also those mammoth ones of 6.7 inches. So I really like the size of this one. It comes in handy in my opinion. And here you can see the 3D Mark and the Geekbench. It is a very fast phone. Everything is rapid with the Snapdragon 865 inside of it. The second point of the LTE version was the battery draining fast because of all the overheating and just general wear and overclocked the processor, perhaps even you could say that. Still, it is not a battery champ. It's a 45 milliampere battery. It is a big screen with 120 Hz, and you can put it down to the standard one of 60 Hz if you want to save on that battery. But it's still eating pretty fast away at the battery here on the 5G model. The third major point of critique on the 4G version was the camera. A lot of people were complaining, even to the phone vendors themselves, about the poor quality. I've been out on this photo shoot so you can see for yourself. Okay, so this is a test of dynamic range and contrast on the Samsung S20 FE 5G version. What you want to look out for here is how well does it cope and adjust the lighting to these various different lighting conditions, as well as of course how well do you think all the colors are represented in this mural of Greta Thunberg? We're shooting in 4K 60 frames a second. Let's just try to zoom on Greta. She's very dead serious at the moment. And this is how it looks if you want to use the Samsung S20 FE's Selfie Cam. 4K 60 frames a second. With some daylight coming in from over there. Behold, lo and behold, what do you think about the quality? But luckily you can record in 60 frames a second on the selfie camera on this S20 FE 5G version, and this is how that will look and sound. This is the evening shot on the Samsung S20 FE. We're using the selfie camera. We're shooting in 60 frames a second, 4K. I only got 3 light sources in this room. I got that one, I got that one, and I got this one, which is always the tricky one, because how fast does it adjust for my face moving in and out of the picture? And just give enough light to my face. And how fast does it like, you see there? I think we finally got it. And then my face. Does it give enough light to my face? Or should I say, rather, how fast does it do it? Again, it's not super fast. It was pretty much the same as the 4G. Perhaps a little faster. Oh, big surprise. My face. This isn't some of the fastest I've seen. Let me just say that. But what I do think is different is the quality of the shot. And again, of course, I have to see this on computer first, but immediately it looks like it. It's better. And now for some stills. What you want to look out for here is the difference in saturation, I would say. The LTE 4G there, more saturated than the 5G version. So that's a personal preference, what you prefer. Mind you, also these pictures actually 1 year apart. But still you get an idea. Now we come to some portrait pictures without portrait mode, with portrait mode. Look at the down left corner. Without portrait mode, with portrait mode, and look at the down left corner. Should that be clear? Conclusion. After 1.5 years worth of software updates, this phone is very easy to recommend. And it'll get up to Android 13 plus security updates until October 2024. Also an excellent choice is the Samsung S20 FE. You can see it's a bit of another form factor. It's a bit less tall, but a bit wider. And this one will get a lot of security updates and Android updates, by the way. And you can watch the video of that one up here. This phone is no longer the faulty edition. This phone is now fully redeemed. My name is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and I'll see you in the next one.